Joseph Chusen. I'm a BME PhD student. So
Yeah,
let me start off with so what is my definition of success? So to me, success is not only do you accomplish a task on time, however, you do it within certain specifications that satisfy all the people involved. You do so in a manner that doesn't inconvenience them throughout the process, and then of course you want the quality as also to be high as well. So again, I think success takes that you work more than is least expected. You have to put in more than that. If you want good success to be recognized for that success. So a lot of it is about the ethic, work ethic, that people see that again you take certain steps all the time, and to make it to the end. So, yeah.
how do you measure success?
So to measure it, again, I would think that beyond the final product that your boss would evaluate, for example. Again, how was it? How did everyone else that worked with you, your coworkers, how did they feel about it as well? Were you helpful? Were you on them all the time? Did you help facilitate? If you needed help from them, did you help them help you basically in an easier method rather than just forcing it onto them or inconveniencing them? And then of course, yeah, again, you have to also show that you understand what's going on, and then you contribute all of this to show that that you're worth it basically being here.
So, what would you say is your greatest achievement?
So again, I'm a young PhD student. I started recently, a year ago probably. So to me though, so as of right now, I guess would be my first stepping stone, first milestone in my career. That publishing my first paper as the head writer, as well as helping write a grant and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's the first step there. But then as we go on, I'll be publishing more papers more regularly, and then I'll be doing my own research to get my thesis out, and graduate. And from there on, then it's work. Yeah.
Does success equate to happiness to you?
Yeah, I would say so. When you know you did a good job, that you did beyond just decent what you could have done when you actually try different things. You basically kind of for a good amount of possibilities of what you could accomplish. I think then I feel good about it, especially again like right now, where I wrote a pretty good paper and I kept going on. Yeah.
Do you visualize where you were 5 years ago? What steps would you take to be here when you're now?
So 5 years ago, five going to 6 years ago, I was graduating high school basically. I would say I knew I was gonna. So this is my first major. I never switched, for example. I would say that I knew I was going to graduate undergrad. I had no doubts that I would make it. I would say that I didn't think I would be a PhD student immediately after. I thought maybe I might go back to grad school eventually, but then I had an opportunity. I found an opportunity along the way. So again, first I found a job, but then I didn't really want to do it when I saw what it was about. So I decided I'll go to grad school, and then so I was in a master's first, but then I had the opportunity while volunteering. I had opportunity to be hired permanently as a PhD student and be paid for it. So then, basically I floated into that, so it worked out in that way. Again, I think the biggest part of getting opportunity, even though I hadn't planned on it initially, was that I was working hard in the lab, volunteering, getting things done, and my boss, my professor, basically, they liked it and they asked me to work around it basically, and. Yeah, so again, I initially planned to be a PhD student, but it somehow worked out in that case. I first found a job, I didn't like it. I went to master's, I was volunteering, and then they just liked what I was doing, and then I got hired, basically.
All right, Joseph, thank you for this interview.
Yeah.
What is your definition of success? Please elaborate.
Success is having a goal in mind and being able to reach it. Me personally, I want to study to become a lawyer, and to do that, I would have to do good in middle school, graduate high school, get a degree in law, pass law school, and finally I'd be able to get to becoming a lawyer.
How do you measure success?
If you can actually get there to where your goal is.
What is your greatest achievement? Please elaborate.
My greatest achievement is probably getting into Belen, the school I'm in now, with a perfect grade on the entrance exam.
Does success equate to happiness in your opinion? Please elaborate.
Definitely. Because if you can get to that goal, then you feel fulfilled and you feel that you've done what you set out to do, and it's a good feeling to have that.
Would you consider yourself successful? What steps did you take to get to this point in your life?
so far, considering I'm only as young as I am, yeah, I guess so. I have good grades in school, so I guess I'm doing well, but I think I can get further in life.
Excuse me, sir, you look like an FIU student. Can I ask you a couple questions?
Sure, man. What's up?
All right, so I just wanted to ask you, what's the definition of success?
My definition of success would be being my own boss and having full control over my life in terms of everything from finances to family and friends and everything.
All right, so how do you measure success?
I would measure success by how much respect I have from the people I work with and my family and everyone that I know pretty much, and obviously by how much money you make. It's a big factor.
And so with that, what is your greatest achievement?
My greatest achievement so far has been opening up a small perfume business, an online business that I worked with my dad on, and it was a pretty successful run. But obviously at this age, you know, like, we're not business experts and things go up and down, so.
Good, good. And does success equate to happiness in your opinion?
For the most part, it does, because success for me is working at my full potential, and anything less than that would make me unhappy.
Awesome. So would you consider yourself successful?
So far, as a college student, not really, because, you know, there's still a lot in life to experience and move forward in, and, you know, I know very few people who are successful at this age for the most part, so not really, not yet.
And to close, what steps did you take to get to this point in your life?
To get to this point in my life, so far, you just work hard in school and get good grades and have good friends. That's pretty much it.
All right, that's good advice, fellow stranger. Thank you.
What is your definition of success?
Success is being able to find out what your passion is and finding out how you can become good at it, how you can offer new solutions and whatever that is, and then connecting with the right people so you can put your passion into action.
All right. And how do you measure success?
Success, you measure success by movement. If you're stagnant, you're not successful. If you're growing, if you're learning, if you're making mistakes, but you're progressing in some sort of way.
And what is your greatest achievement? Please elaborate.
My greatest achievement, I think my greatest achievement has been to put the right people around me that uplift me, inspire me, help give my vision a place in the world around me.
Okay. And does success equate to happiness in your opinion? Please elaborate.
Eventually, I think if success is what I said it was, connecting passion to reality and living it, your success can make you happy.
All right. And final question: would you consider yourself successful? And what steps did you take to get to that point?
I do consider myself successful. I serendipitously found something I was really passionate about. I found the avenue to express it and to put people around me that were like-minded that could propel me into the next place. I always knew I was interested in public service, so that was a little bit of self-awareness.
All right.
Most of it was connecting to the right people, being open, available, excited about life, wanting to grow, wanting to get to some next level. I think that's all really important. And the people, the desire